Hey, well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. And I thank you so much for tuning in. Now, the topic today is when do you know you met the right one? It's a relationship topic. When do you know that you met the right one? Now, me personally, been married a very long time. Me personally, I'm experienced with dating, experience to know I can talk about it because it's over 20 years I've been married. And how do you know? The question is, how do you know when you've met the right one? Now, stay with me on this journey. And when you get a chance, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. And let's go. When do you know that you met the right one in a relationship? When you know that he is right for you? When do you know that? When do you know that when she is right for you? And that's today's topic on Zaccheus with another live word of the day. When you can enjoy the simplest things and just enjoy each other's company, that's what really matters. When you can enjoy the simplest things and just enjoy each other's company, you know it, you feel it, you can sense it when somebody connects with you in more ways than one. You know it, you feel it, you can sense it when it's not so complicated. You're not trying hard. It's just natural to you to connect. And it's just a chemistry that you two have when you're together. She's not the one when you're always in a conflict, just for the simplest things, and she's always fretting, she's always fussing with you for the simplest things, and you just can't connect because it's always a miscommunication, and you don't want to be like that. Let's go to a scripture. Proverbs 21:19. It's better to live in a desert land than with a quarrelsome and fretful woman. My sister and brethren out there, if you find yourself not getting along and you cannot stay 5 minutes in a room and you just started dating that person and you have to miss a few days and you can go a few days without calling her, or you could go a few days, my ladies, without calling him. That's not the one. You should always be excited for each other, always loving to each other and excited for each other, and enjoying the simplest things. And I go back to thinking how I knew my wife was the one. You know, when we started speaking on the phone, we built a friendship first. We built on friendship first. And we realized that we speak to each other every day on the phone. Back then, it was back in 1997 when we made it official. And we spoke to each other. We couldn't, even if I didn't see her that day, we always made it a mission to at least speak to each other once or twice a day. Why? Because that's when two people are excited about each other. There's no such thing. There's no such thing of, well, give her a break. Let me skip a few days without speaking to her, or let me skip a few days without speaking to him. And she would get on me and say, "Listen, I didn't, you didn't, I didn't." She would get upset because she'll say, "I didn't hear from you for the day. What's going on? You usually call me." That's when you know that you're excited to be with each other. That's when you know that it's not a problem calling each other every day. That's when you know you just want to hear her voice. He just want to hear your voice. You just want to hear her voice. You don't have to see each other, but at least connect, at least on a daily basis. That's when you know. A simple thing, a simple phone call, or nowadays a simple text. That's when you how you doing. But we like phone. I like phone calls. How's everything? I just want to hear your voice. That's when you know that she's for you because she's excited to hear your voice, and you're excited to hear her voice. It's not like oh, I already spoke to you yesterday. Why I gotta speak to you again today? Or I already spoke to you yesterday, or I already spoke to you earlier today. Now you calling me again today? No. When two people are excited to be each other, there is always, I can't wait to be with you. I long to be with you. I can't wait to see you. And I can't wait to connect with you. I just love hearing your voice each and every day. That's when you know, fellas. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's how we connect and how we build a chemistry with each other. When you hear her say, fellas, when you hear her say, that I just want to be with you, it could be in a cardboard box. It's just I just want to be with you. I don't care how much money we spend today. I just want to build. Let's see what we can do to get to work things out and to build something together. That's when you know she's willing to work with you. That's when you know. When simple thing like just taking the bus together. I don't have to drive. We could take the bus together and enjoy moments on the city bus. Just going somewhere, spending time together. That's when you know we just are loving each other's company and just sharing moments together and taking pictures together, the selfies together. That's when you know that she's the one. When you found that one, my brother or my sister, the search is over because you'll know it. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. And you just know it. And there's no need to keep searching online because your search is over. Your search is over and you found that woman that you connect with. And back then, it was more the hotline dating. There was no such thing of the online dating. Back in the 90s, it was more of the hot hotline dating. We didn't meet through the hotline dating. We met in school. Me and my wife. We met in college. Back then, it was more like a when people connected, it was also on the hotline. There was no cell phones back. There was no online dating. That's what I want to say. Yeah. So don't be discouraged. If you're single out there, do not be discouraged. And I know the road could be very lonely, but when God has somebody for you, you'll know it. Yes, it could be lonely. It's lonely at the top, but at least you're in peace. At least you have peace in your life, and there's no drama in your life. But when God has somebody for you, you'll know it. You'll know it when God has somebody for you. Don't worry about it being lonely now, but when the time is right, and you meet that, you connect with that woman or lady, you connect with that man, you'll know that God ordained you to be together with that person. And you'll just know it. You'll feel it. That chemistry, that compatibility. You'll know it. You'll know when she's the one for you. When you can just do the simplest things and it don't have to require hundreds of dollars. It's just the simple things, just taking a walk or just enjoying each other's moment in the park. Simple things. That's how you know it. You'll know it. You'll know when she's the one for you. When you can just do the simplest things and it don't have to require hundreds of dollars. It's just the simple things, just taking a walk or just enjoying each other's moment in the park. Simple things. That's how you know it. You'll know it. You'll know when she's the one for you. When you can just do the simplest things and it don't have to require hundreds of dollars. It's just the simple things, just taking a walk or just enjoying each other's moment in the park. Simple things. That's how you know it. You'll know it. You'll know when she's the one for you. When you can just do the simplest things and it don't have to require hundreds of dollars. It's just the simple things, just taking a walk or just enjoying each other's moment in the park. And all she wants is your time. And all you want is her time. You could go to a nice little diner, little cafe, and just enjoy that little moment together. And sometimes she will even ask to go Dutch with you. Or sometimes she'll just say, you know what, I'll take you out and I'll pay for it and I'll pay it and I'll take the bill. And but she'll do it with ease. Let's go to a scripture. Proverbs 31:30. Charming is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. And you want somebody that you can connect with, especially if you're a believer, and especially if you're a follower of Christ. You want someone that can pray with you. You want somebody that you can see that's desiring to serve the Lord, and she encourages you to serve the Lord, and you just enjoy and you put God the center of your relationship, and you have God as the center of your relationship, and it's important to you as well as it's important to Him, or it's important to Him as well as it's important to you. You want God to be the center of your relationship. That's what makes your relationship stand, because you're following the Word of God, and you want God to be the center of the relationship at all times. And one important aspect of the relationship, you gotta see each other down the road. Stay living, getting married, especially walking down the aisle together. Sometimes you gotta see that. And it's always a discussion, always important to discuss certain aspects and matters in a relationship. And that's what helps the communication. Yes, there's no such thing as being too busy for each other. People do what's most important to them. And if you're important to your person that you're starting to date, you will always find a way to be together. You'll always find to make room for each other. There's no such thing of, well, I'm too busy, I can't see you this weekend, or I'm too busy, I can't see you. I'm so busy I just can't see you. You always will People do what's most important to them, and you will always make room for each other when you're excited about each other. Once the chemistry is solid, it's always an intimacy of holding each other and spending that moment together. Once the chemistry is solid, it's always an intimacy of holding each other and spending that moment together. Once the chemistry is solid, it's always an intimacy of holding each other and spending that. And when you know it, the intimacy that you share together, you and your wife, gotta say wife, and you'd be so happy to just go everywhere with her. It doesn't matter where you go, as long as you two are together. And when you know it, the intimacy. And my sister and brethren out there, that's how you want it to be. You want to have that connection with your mate. You want to have that pillow talk with your mate. That connection, so important. Talk about sweet nothings. And my sister and brethren out there, that's how you want it to be. This is what you call QT time, quality time, intimacy time. Just sitting there eating some popcorn, watching your favorite Netflix series, or just watching a judge show, or watching some reality TV with your boo. Now the live word of the day is coming out of Proverbs 3:15. She is more precious than jewels, and nothing you desire can compare with her. And let me tell you something. She's more precious than all the money in the world. She's more precious than the jewels, anything. Nothing can compare to her because you have a connection with her, and God has put her in your way to not only desire her but to build with her. She's also your helpmate, what the Bible speaks about. She's also your support. You support her as well. She's also someone that you can just, not only as a friendship, not only as a friendship, but you just enjoy moments together. Just dating each other. Don't go to walk in the park, nice little walk in the park on a nice hot sunny day, exercise together, go to a nice diner, sit down, drink some tea, just enjoying moments, laughing together, and just talking about memories and just enjoying each other's company. And it's building together as well. Building what you're gonna do, what's your next plan, or what's your next trip you're gonna do, what you're gonna take, or what's your next, or it could be what's your next business you want to tap into, and just support each other and love each other. And if you get ready to start to date with each other, you'll know it, fellas and ladies. You'll know it when that person is right for you. Certain things that you see, and I will say certain things that you see, that she's very generous. She don't mind. She doesn't mind um flipping the bill sometimes when you go out to little diners, or she doesn't mind saying, "Nah, baby, I just want to spend time with you. We ain't gotta spend a whole lot of money out there. Let's just go to the park and let's take a nice walk. Let's just take nice strolls. Or let's exercise together. Let's take nice exercises together." And certain things that you just value, you notice. Um or you're not married yet, but you're dating. But certain things you notice. She calls you, she connects with you on a regular basis, and she waits to hear back from your voice. So you call each other on a daily basis, and you're just happy to hear each other's voice. And every weekend or every time you have off, sometimes you go over there to check her out, or she comes to you, and it's a mutual thing. You're just happy to be together. You're excited to be together. You're excited to spend time together with each other, or you make time for each other. That's how you know if that person is for you. That's how you know. You'll know it. You feel it inside that, wow, she doesn't mind taking a bus with me. She doesn't mind just walking in the park. She doesn't mind just having a nice little picnic with each other. She doesn't mind just going to a little diner, not spending too much money. She doesn't mind just talking on the phone, or just watching a little movie together, going to a movie, then come back home and drop her off, and I walk her to her door. She doesn't mind these things. Don't mind. I don't have to be rich. I ain't gotta be I don't have to be filthy rich so I can be with her. I don't have to have a nice car I don't have to have a nice fancy car so to be with her. I don't have to be making 200,000 K a year just to be with her. She accepts me for who I am, and I accept her for who she is. And she's a virtuous woman. She prays with you. She doesn't mind building with you, talking about the future with you, and she's praying with you. And you, the main important thing as well to make a healthy and better spiritual relationship is to make sure that God is the center of the relationship. You're right here, she's right there, but make sure that God is the center of the relationship. That's important. Make sure that God is the center of the relationship. Make sure that she's excited about the Lord as well as you're excited about the Lord. These are all elements to know that she is the right one for you. She's the right one for you. But this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings. Until next time.